Hello, this is Mark again. I wanted to bring to your attention some of the things that the news isn't reporting on. It was something I didn't post on my last video, but this one's just as severe and even more frightening because nobody's telling us what is happening, and it could happen anywhere. Excuse me, but I'm going to be looking at this paper. There's sinkholes, huge sinkholes. One of them was big enough to swallow a small condominium complex, and in Florida. Nobody noticed. Wouldn't that be all over the news? Shouldn't it be? And there are enormous cracks appearing all over the world. For example, in Peru, there's a 3-mile-long crack in the earth that nobody can explain. In Michigan, and it's pretty close to home, we're home now, there's a 500-foot-long crack. The other thing that it's amazing is how everything seems to be coming to one critical point. What the hell is going on with the earth? Never ever in history has it been reported that there were huge cracks forming. Could it be the pole shift? Maybe it's just a pole shift, but what it kind of looks like is the world is breaking up and we're going to sink. I mean, where does all the dirt go? Down? But where? Does that mean the earth is hollow? That's a whole new thing. Is the earth hollow? It's been suggested before, but I don't know what to believe at this point. I really don't. Has it been mined out by us for something special? I really don't know. Some of the other things are, I touched on this a little bit the other day. China has admitted to putting chemicals in the air for weather control. And it's really hurting people. It's really hurting people. And we're over here and nobody's paying any attention to it because we're doing the same damn thing, and and the government doesn't want anybody to know about it. I mean, we're their guinea pigs, of course. And they don't need us until it's time to vote. So screw us. That's the chemtrails. And now this might be related to spraying from the planes. And on a country road somewhere in the Midwest, 1,000 birds dropped out of the sky dead. They were all dead when they hit the ground. I don't know. Where are the birds going? What the hell's happened to the birds? I mean, I used to see birds all the time, and I don't barely see any. I don't know what we're in for, but I do know what we're in for is going to be really, really interesting as far as catastrophes go, which is where we are. And the United States government, how can we ever pay our debt? Or does it just not matter anymore? I mean, what do? And they're calling back the gold and nobody can own gold now? It's like they're preparing for something major. What are we going to do? What's happening? Why can't we have gold? It was one of the most secure things. Now it's going to be shaky as hell. Our dollar was backed with gold at one point in time, but it will be nowhere near enough to pay for the debt that we have. I don't know. I shake my head a lot, and I wonder what the hell is going on. But every morning I wake up and I find that there's something new. Just the other night, I went outside, it was late, and I saw these little flashing lights, like the LED lights, they were little spots of light, and there was one up in a tree, there was another one up in a tree, there were two on the ground, and they'd flash and they'd flash each other and signal back. You could see it. One would flash twice, then another one would flash twice, and then another one would flash twice. There were four that I counted, and one of them scurried along the driveway up to the garage doors, and it was moving. What would carry light like that? It wasn't a person, and it wasn't an animal. I mean, I know what lightning bugs look like. They sure as hell don't look like bright white LED lights. I don't know what I saw, but I can imagine that it's got to be part of this whole alien disclosure thing. I think it's coming to the point where the aliens, they're saying, that's enough. We're coming. We're going to tell everybody. Actually, I hope that's what happens. Because if it doesn't, I don't think we're going to do it anymore. I don't think this world will survive. I know this government's going to be crippled. There's probably going to be a revolution. Very likely. I can't believe they haven't ousted Obama yet for what he's done. This is very serious. We're in a lot of trouble. And whether it's the end of the world or the end of our financial banking system, it's still a disaster, a catastrophe. See, now that makes sense. Everybody, they're buying the gold back. They're forcing people to buy the gold back. Why? Because that's the only thing that's going to be available for them. Paper money will no longer be acceptable at one point in time. They want the gold. They want the security. The governments want to keep the gold close at hand because it's always been a valuable metal. Also, again, on a general topic of the volcanoes that are going off, the earthquakes that are going on, this has been the biggest year for volcanoes in a long time. They're just erupting all over the place. I think that has something to do with the cracks that are forming. I think we're in deep crap. I hope not. Have a good day.